What's up everyone, it is Jesse, HOH, and welcome back to another video. Today I just want to talk about Super Mario Party Jamboree, probably the last video I make on this game until the game releases, then I might drop a review. And I just want to talk about all the information that came out, well, yesterday for me, but a few days ago for you guys, because it'll probably take me a few days to edit this video. So I don't really have a script. I'm literally just going to be thinking on the spot of what to say. I know what I want to talk about, but I just have to deliver it right. So if you guys do enjoy this video, please thumbs up this video, and if you want to subscribe, I would really appreciate it, but completely up to you. I will probably have a review of this game. I'll probably do board rankings once this game releases, so if you want more content and you want to see that, hit the notification bell just so you won't miss it, but totally fine whether you do or not. Anyways, let's hop right into this. So basically yesterday we got an official Japanese website for the game, and there is a lot of information. Yeah, a lot of information just dropped. Number one, Pauline officially in the game, which is awesome. I know a lot of people wanted to see Pauline. I predicted Pauline. I mean, she was a very safe prediction. I personally, I'm not a massive, Pauline fan, but I get why people love her so much, so great that Pauline's in. I'm personally still more excited for Ninja, personally, but to each their own. Pauline, very well deserved. Definitely deserved to be in this game. So yeah, Pauline is a great inclusion. She's the only, she's the only character that we saw yesterday that we haven't seen previously, so still no sign of anyone like Diddy Kong or Dry Bones or Hammerbro. Though we did see a few characters being deconfirmed, unfortunately, like Lagartu and Boom Boom and Pom Pom. Pom Pom's probably the biggest shock. She was in Super Mario Party, but I guess she's just an NPC this time around. But yeah, it's just Pauline in terms of new characters for now. Will we get more characters? I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like we will. I feel like having 2 unlockable characters. I mean, okay, look, in past games, 2 was sort of what they like doing. From the games I've played, Mario Party 8, Mario Party 9, Mario Party 10 all had 2 unlockable characters each. Super had 4, but this game's got 20 characters, and for only 2 of them to be unlockable seems odd. So I feel like they're hiding 2 more characters. I feel like Dry Bones and Diddy, 1 for each team, and I feel like that could round off the roster. Do I still also really want Blooper? So I guess we'll see what comes from that. But onto the actual boards, we got some new footage of every single board, and I wanted to talk about a lot of things. So we're going to go over all the boards in order, and when I hop into the boards, I won't just be talking about the boards, I'll be talking about other things that we see from those boards, if that makes sense. So we're going to just sort of start in order. I guess I'll start off with Megawis Tree Party. This is a board that we didn't see a lot about earlier, but now I think we have the most footage of it out of any board, probably. I mean, there was a lot of footage of it, and it looks so good, but what I mainly want to talk about with this board isn't necessarily the board itself, but wow, the game looks so stunning. It looks gorgeous, and I love what they've done with the game. Usually with Mario parties, and tell me if you can sort of see what I'm seeing. Maybe I'll show you footage to sort of prove my point, but it sort of feels like the game's like this, and you're looking down in this angle when you're watching the characters go around the board like this. Now it feels like you're actually in the board. It feels lower. It feels like you're actually in the board way more, and I love it. I love it. It makes so much sense. It's Mario Party's really needed more of a 3D sort of feel. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. A 3D sort of feel to it, but no, they've mastered it, and we saw it best with Megawis Tree Party, and I'm so excited. The animations look so much smoother. There are so much new wind animations and everything. The animations just look absolutely incredible. I mean, where they went from Superstars to Jamboree, amazing. It's a major step up. It's just shown how much they quality wise and sort of visually have improved, and it's so impressive. And if they went from Superstars to Jamboree, Jamboree to the next console's Mario Party, it's gonna be over. It's gonna look so beautiful. But no, it just the quality, like the camera angles and you know just the quality of the game, the graphics, not the graphics, the visuals, absolutely beautiful. But yeah, in terms of Mega Wiggler's Tree Party, we also saw a little like event space where you have to like try and collect honey. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. I mean, part of me was thinking you collect some honey and then you go give it to someone for a reward, but that feels too similar to the stamp feature with Rainbow Galleria, which I'll get to soon because I've got some opinions, to say the least, on that. So I'm not quite sure about that. But what we did see that excites me a lot from this board is we saw this Wiggler bell, which you like shake it and the Wiggler moves. Now, of course, on the outside of the boards, of the circle, I should say, with the Wiggler sleeping, there are 4 different bells. But there's also a specific item for this board, which you can like ring the bell and then the Wiggler will move around. So I made a video like probably a month ago, and I was just like, yo, theory, I think each board is going to have its own specific item. Turns out I was right. Wasn't a hard theory to like, I mean, so it's sort of just made, go back to that video if you haven't watched it. It was just gut feeling, things made sense, but now it's like 100% confirmed. So yeah, that is kind of Mega Wiggler's Tree Party's exclusive item, and yeah, no, I'm very excited. Overall, this is going to be the first board I played. I'm going to play them in order. Can't wait. Simply can't wait. Looks absolutely stunning. Let's move on to Roland Raceway. So, we didn't get a whole lot more on Roland Raceway, except one thing that I noticed about the board itself. There were some things that we saw on the board, but we see them in greater depth in other boards, so I'll talk about them when we get to those boards. The main thing I want to talk about with this board, number one, Turbo Dice Block. The Turbo Dice Block 100% is exclusive to Roland Raceway. We already had a feeling this was the case, but now it's like basically confirmed. Basically, the little Koopa Troopers or Paratroopers will like basically like fix your cars, like Guido and Luigi do to Lightning McQueen, and then bingo, you've got your little 4 dice block. So that's really cool. But what I noticed, at the very start of the Roland Raceway cutscene, of the new cutscene that we got for the there's like a dark tunnel, and then you can see this car with like eyes that look pretty mad, and you can see they've got the image up. There's like tires and there's like skid marks on the grass, right? And it's on both sides too. So what I think is going to happen, I think if you land on specific event spaces, this angry car is going to ram at you. It's going to smash through the tires. It's going to race all the way through that segment, that end part of the board. Everyone that gets hit will probably lose the coins, and then it'll go to the other side. So that's probably going to be like a bad luck thing, which is cool. That's probably the biggest thing that I noticed on this board, because we basically already knew this board's format layout already. So that was like the biggest thing I noticed from this board. Next, I'm actually not going to go in order. I'm going to skip Rainbow Galleria and Goomba Lagoon, and I'm going to go on to King Bowser's Keep, because there's more to talk about with those two. And I'm not going to talk much about Western Land and Rainbow Castle. There's not much more to say. I mean, they look stunning, they look awesome. Can't wait for both of them. But we know what the boards are like, and I want to hop into the boards that we don't know heaps about. So that's what I want to sort of focus on with this video. Maybe I'll do a video on Western Land and Rainbow Castle, but probably not. I don't see a point. But anyways, back to King Bowser's Keep. So this board looks absolutely insane. So what we can basically see, there is the exclusive item for this board is so there's this conveyor belt that goes in a square around the massive Bowser. There's this like lever switch that Mario gets, and it changes the direction that the conveyor belt goes. So that will be the exclusive item for King Bowser's Keep. Obviously, when I did my past video, I didn't know what the exclusive item for Mega Wiggler's Tree Party was, or King Bowser's Keep, since we didn't see any of those boards. But these are two sort of ones that make sense. Actually, you know what? I will talk about Rainbow Castle and Western Land, because I have two theories on what their exclusive item will be. since Westernland's exclusive item, like I speculated in the video, I thought it was going to be the skeleton key, but no, King Bowser's Keep has a skeleton key. So I think Westernland will have another exclusive item, which is good because I'd like the skeleton key being Westernland's exclusive item. It was kind of lame, sort of. So it's good that it's not that. And King Bowser's Keep having a skeleton, or a door, I should say, or a gate, whatever you want to call it, makes sense. Makes the board more complicated, makes things less easier to access. Exactly what a Bowser board's got to be. We saw like a little charging shark, and he was like running this wheel thing with coins and bob-ombs on her. We saw these Mecha Koopas, this giant one, and a character, I don't know who it was, I'm saying Mario, but it's probably not, was stomping on this Mecha Koopa. So many different things. We only really saw the middle conveyor belt part of Bowser's Keep. We didn't see like the back of her. We didn't see what's called the jail cell at the back. It was what was like the jail cell, I think we were speculating. We didn't see much of that, but we did see sort of the conveyor belt option. And we know with the leather item, the conveyor belt's going to be a massive part of the board. So yeah, obviously super excited for this board, super keen. This will be the board I play last, because I want to play the Bowser board last, obviously, sort of makes sense. But yeah, that's it for King Bowser's Keep. Hey everyone, really sorry for just butting in. I completely forgot to talk about in my footage yesterday my predictions for the Westernland and Mario's Rainbow Castle exclusive item. So I think the Mario's Rainbow Castle one's pretty obvious. I think there's been like, there's screenshots. If I can find the screenshot, I'll put it on screen. So this like little thing, I think it's in Daisy's possession, and it looks like the top of the castle, right? So what I'm assuming that is you can change it from Toad to Bowser, or from Bowser to Toad at any time you want by using the item. So I think that's a pretty simple item. It makes a lot of sense. It'd be very chaotic. As for Westernland, I do think this one's pretty obvious. You'll be able to buy a carton of milk, and you'll be able to pull a hootenanny from literally anywhere on the board by literally just drinking the milk. I hope that's what it is too, because I don't know if you've been able to tell, but on Westernland, you have to land on a specific event space in order to unleash the hootenanny. So just to have that as an item, and you can really unravel it from anywhere, makes sense. Hopefully the item is 20 coins to get, so you still have to pay your 20 coins to get the milk for the hootenanny, but who knows. That's all I wanted to say for this part. Back to the video. And now, the two big boards to talk about are Rainbow Galleria and Goomba Lagoon. I think I'll start with Rainbow Galleria because I've got some concerns, I'm not going to lie. So obviously we know about the stamp feature. I slightly talked about it in one of my other videos. But yeah, you can now hear this gameplay. So you go around to these 4 little stands, collect stamps, you take it back to like the star, and there's a special reward. Now in my speculation video about exclusive items, I was predicting once you got these 4 stamps, you would simply just run it back to the star, and your reward for getting these 4 stamps would be this exclusive item. You wouldn't be able to get it in the stores, you wouldn't be able to get it on any other stage, so it would give you a big incentive to go for the stamps. It's the only way you can get this item in the game, so why wouldn't you? But the reward's 50 coins. Way too much. Way too much. I mean, the economy is already not looking good in this game. That's probably one of my biggest concerns with this game. The economy. I mean, it's not great with superstars either. So I mean, it's kind of the same as superstars. At least with this game, you have bad luck spaces, but they don't seem to do much. I mean, by turn 6 or whatever, people already have 80 coins. It's just 50 coins for 4 stamps. It's not good. It's not good for the economy. With these flash sales, it's not good. I hope this is a feature where you go around once, and as soon as you get your 50 coins, there's no more postcard shit. You can't go a second time around, get more stamps, and get 50 coins. It's a one and done sort of thing. So, because, like, here's the thing, right? Think about this from my perspective, right? Because okay. If you can continuously get 50 coins by getting stamps, all game, people that's going to be running around to the stamps. There's going to be no strategy. It's just going to be people going the same loop, back 50 coins, same loop, back 50, I might go for a star, then go around. It's, so like, please just do it once. Just like, as soon as you get your 50 coins, cool, you're done. No more postcard, go get the actual stars, worry about the flash sale, worry about winning minigames or something. 50 coins for stamps is too much. 30 max, 30 max, surely. 30, you can still afford 1 star, 2 with flash sale. It's just something like, like, I know a lot of people are like, why are you worrying about this? I'm not, like, ultimately, it's one board. Maybe my concerns will be wiped away. Maybe, if the postcard's only once, sure, I'll take that. If it's more than once, I don't know how this board's economy is going to be. Everyone is just going to constantly have too much money. And flash sale is going to mean nothing. Because we're all going to have enough stars with 20 coins anyway. So, that's my concern for this board. I hope they're not going to fix it. But like, hopefully it's just a one and done sort of thing. But other than that, the board looks great. It looks great. I think you can only get golden pipes from like that lotto game. I hope that's the case. I hope you can't just go into a random store and get golden pipes. It was way too broken in Superstars. But they have this little green pipe item now, which from Japanese translation sounds like it just teleports you to a random place on the board. Shit, that's a good item. I think it's way too cheap for coins. But I think it's a good item. I think it's a good idea for an item. I think have that in the stores instead of a golden pipe. Heck yes. I think if you want to get a golden pipe, I think you have to earn it. You just can't go into a store and buy it. So, I like that. I like that. There was way too many golden pipes in Superstars. So just like lay back on them. If you can only get them through the lotto system, I like that. And that could save this board potentially. Potentially. Like, if you could just buy golden pipes everywhere, well, what's the point? You know what I mean? Because everyone's already going to have enough money. So it's just like, that would just be a disaster. So hopefully, there's sort of a limit on golden pipes. And you can only get them through certain criterias. And again, I hope there's a certain criteria on this stamp mechanic. Hopefully, it's a one and done sort of thing. And after you get it once, you can't get it again. Now let's go on to the final board, which is Goomba Lagoon. And one major thing I got from this is, number one, there are, so obviously the Goomba volcano, we already knew that golden Goombas were going to come out of it, but now we also know that there's little lava bubbles that can come out of it as well. So there's good and there's bad, which, makes sense. If it was only good, there'd be no point. So I'm glad that it's good and bad. Hopefully you can also get good and bad together, where like half are gold Goombas, half is the fire. And so it's like a 50-50 whether or not you could get something good or something bad on the same eruption, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. If that makes sense, let me know. That would be really nice. But another thing that I called in my exclusive item video, I saw the seashell and I said, that's going to be Goomba Lagoon's exclusive item. I got it. I didn't know what it was going to be for, but it moves the tide in and out when you want it to. So that's awesome that I predicted that. Again, it was a pretty easy prediction, and there's a seashell exclusive item. My theory, just you put one and one together, you get two. Makes sense. But even though I'm excited for the board, there's nothing wrong with the board. There are concerns about things that I saw on the board that don't contain to just the boards. Number one, I do want to talk about real quick, Hexes. Hexes are in this game. From what we've seen, you can get star hexes, 10 coin hexes, and I think half coin hexes. So basically, if you plant down a hex as Mario, let's say I'm playing as Mario, I put down a hex, someone has a, Waluigi's got a star, he's running, lands on my hex, okay, I get his star. That's basically how it works. So, if you don't know how hexes work, that was a really quick explanation. Though, I'm sure you know how hexes work, maybe, I'm not sure. But, what I want to talk about actually is the ally spaces. Ally spaces. I'm torn. I'm really, really torn. And let me explain why. Did I love the ally spaces in Super Mario Party? No. Like, they look better in this game, admittedly. it sort of seems like you can only get one ally, and sort of how they work is you run past an ally, you don't necessarily get them, you compete in a 5-player minigame, and the player who wins the minigame gets the ally, but whoever passed the ally gets a slight advantage to get the ally, but you play a minigame essentially. But the ally also plays a minigame, and if they win, I'm assuming and I'm hoping that no one gets the ally. But I'm torn. I mean, basically, if you get the ally, everything's like doubled, basically. So if you land on a blue space, you'll get 3 coins, and because of your ally, you'll get another 3 coins. If you land on a red space, you'll lose 3 coins, and because you land on a red space, your ally also land on a red space, you'll lose 6 coins, essentially. If you go into a store with an ally, you get to buy 2 items. If you have an ally, you can buy 2 stars. I'm assuming if you land on a Bowser space, you'll get 2 bad things happen to you. It's like a good and bad thing. So it's good to have an ally, but of course it's really bad to have an ally, and I like that. But I don't like just the concept of someone potentially having this massive advantage. It's just, as long as it is optional and not required, it's fine. As long as we can turn it off, it's fine. Just please do not force us to play with this mechanic. And we don't even know how often this is going to happen. If this happens at random times, you can't plan around that. Which, okay, that's the point of Mario Party. You can't plan around something, but okay. Hypothetically, here I am. I'm playing, an ally comes, I get the ally, everyone just targets me for the rest of the game, right? Simple. I'm not going to win now because I've got an ally. So I could throw the minigame to lose the ally? Sure. Someone's going to have an ally unless the ally wins, and I don't know what happens. It's annoying. So look, just as long as it's customizable, I don't care. Like, look, the first time I play this game, I'll keep it on. Sure. If it's horribly customizable, I'll keep it on. Because I want to give it a shot. I want to see how often it happens. Does it happen every 5 turns? Every 10 turns? I hope it only happens once per game. But I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn because it's better than it was in Super. It's better than it was in Super, but it's still like it's so I don't know, like, do you think my criticism is fair, or like do you think I'm like over exaggerated? Was like I was fine with it yesterday. I was like, oh, that's so cool yesterday, but like now that I'm thinking about it more, I'm just like, oh, if that's like I was like, oh no, if we can't turn that off, that oh no, like make it optional. Just as long if it's optional, great, cool, I love it. I don't know if it's optional. I can't read Japanese. I couldn't translate. I translated some of it. I couldn't translate all of it. I don't know whether or not it's optional. If it's optional, again, fine, cool. Same way, Joy-Cons are not required, they're optional. Great, love it, fantastic, thank you. Just let us play classic Mario Party. Please. By the way, there are 37 items in this game, which is bloody insane. 37. Hopefully you can turn on and off specific items. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case. Hopefully you can set item prices again. Not sure if that's going to be the case. But like, if you get one thing customizable, allies. Like, I feel like they will make it custom, like, optional, because, like, I'm so excited for this game. Don't get me crazy. Like, even if it's required, I'm still super excited for this game. It's like, I don't know. I actually don't know. Because, like, here's the thing. If I'm playing online and it's required, I am not trying in that game. I'm not trying in that minigame. I would rather just trust myself than have some random CPU following me along. So, like, I don't know, I'm conflicted. Let me know what you guys think about that, but that's, like, my biggest concern going into the game right now. The economy is kind of concerning, but Superstars' economy was kind of the same thing. This is... as long as it's optional. As long as it's optional, man. Man, I've got to hope. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. Overall, how am I feeling about this game? I'm excited, bro. This game is going to be absolutely fantastic. Of course, I'll do a board ranking when the game drops. If you get anything else, anything new before the direct, like if there's a September direct and we get some more information, I'll probably do a reaction or I'll just talk about it. Because again, I'm doing acting, like full-time course of acting, I should say. So I don't have a whole lot of time to like react to stuff. So I'll definitely talk about it. But yeah, that's basically it. If you're waiting for TDN, that'll come out, if it's not already out, the next episode. It'll be out soon in the next few days. I've already filmed it. My aim is I want to drop one a week because I want it to be like a sort of schedule. So if I film one, I'll upload in the next few days, unless it's already out. I don't know, because this might take a few days to edit and all. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below. Do you think my concerns are right, or do you think I'm over-exaggerating? Overall, again, even if it is required, I'm still going to play the heck out of this game. I'm still going to love it. But again, this should be something that is totally optional, not required. So I can hope. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. God bless. Jesus loves you. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.